Okay, good evening everybody, and welcome to the first round of OneHubRacing. This is the Prestige tier, and we are at Season 13. Time has flown already, oh my god. We are at round 1, and it's Brazil, where is home of so many title deciders. But it's the opening race this round, so usually I would have Soup joining me in the commentary box, but he's nowhere to be seen at the moment, but I've given him an invite to the party, so hopefully he'll be joining me midstream. We'll have to wait and see, but he just got me for now, so hopefully you're alright with that. You can cope with me doing some solo commentary until he gets here. So, yeah, basically you can just join when he wants, really. So, this is the creme de la creme, where everyone wants to be. Everyone wants to get into this top tier, and here they are. We've got a mixture of drivers here today, and we should be up for a cracker today. I've got some notes about all the drivers and all the turns and all that, and we're already seeing some times go away already. Samster is on pole at the moment with a 1:06.9, and it would help if I get tyres up, won't I? There we go. That's better. So, just a quick rundown of the drivers then. Some of you may be wondering who is racing. So, we've got, we're riding on board with Don, who is racing in the Williams. He was in Pinnacle tier last season. A few people have made the jump from Pinnacle to Prestige. It's going to be a bit of a jump for them. Some people made the jump from Podium as well. I think we had our Podium champion Danestar as well. We just seen a McLaren go a bit wide there I'm losing track of turn numbers, but there we go. So, yeah. So anyway, we have him in the Williams. He's got 6 wins, 9 podiums and stuff. And we've got Blizzard as well, who's in there. We have got Poe, Jack. Blizzard wants to win the title this season. Since Julian isn't there, we will have a new champion no matter what, so this should be fun because Blizzard is the favourite coming into this race because he has won last season, but don't forget we have Danestar as well, who won in his tier that he was in last season in Podium, and so did the other guy who was in Samster. That's it, Samster as well, who's second. Now Rafa's just gone on pole with a 1:06.7. He was the fastest guy on qualifying night. Let's see who else we've got. We've got Lakitu in the Red Bull. He was here last season. So was Josh, who's in the Mercedes. Hold on. Let me just get my facts correctly. Yeah, that's right. It's similar colours. There we go. And we've got, Josh in Mercedes. We've got Jack, who's also known as Squeezy. Old Francis has just done that there. We got Wayne, who was here for a little bit last season. Missionary, who is a rookie this season. We'll see how he does. We got Odems. Now, to be honest, we've got no introduction to Odems. We've got Ollie, Poe, Onyx, who's new, Jay is new, and Jumat's new. And also we've got Leon as well, and Plexus. So we got a really fast grid here tonight, so it should be interesting. And it is a 2-stop strategy today, because it is a mandatory 2-stop race. So it should be fun. Now I'm just going to check if I can hear myself, because I think I can. Thanks. Yes, I can, because I thought I didn't worry about that. But anyway, so we could expect tyres to be about the 1:05 maybe, possibly. It is at the early stages of qualifying, so you never know. Ollie's going on 1 now. So the tyres we've got is the Supers. I need to remember what other tyres we've got. Oh yeah, I should have done research, to be honest, before this. But anyway, but it should be great. I think a lot of people will be doing super softs, I think, most likely, unless some people will go on the mediums. Mediums just have the less grip, mind you, so I wonder if they'll choose that instead. So I am just checking my messages to see if we're... Nope, he's not here yet, so you still got me at the moment, but that's alright. We've got Ollie, who's going towards car at the moment. We've got yellow flag in sector 2, sector 3. I wonder who's that. I don't know. Anyway, he's going towards the right-hand side now. He's probably going to go to the pits, knowing me, so always follow someone that goes into the pits. As he goes towards the straight, goes towards the final corner. What lap time can he set? What can it be? It is a 1:10.0, so he doesn't improve on his lap time. Now, Rafa and Samsa could be quite big with that. We haven't seen Blizzard set a lap time yet, but he's gone fastest with a 1:06.5. So he is really quick on a pad. We've seen that during quali night already. So I wonder if he's going to challenge Rafa and Sam. I won't be surprised if those three will be the top runners this season. We've got Leon there as well. Everyone's on the super soft right now. So yes, and just to let you know, we're also sponsored by Next Level Racing. We're sponsored by them this season, so it's great to have them on board. I just thought I'd give them a cheeky mention. And the constructors, it's not decided in one tier alone. It's going to be one constructors championship this season based on all 4 tiers. So some of the guys watching will be wondering to see, are their teammates in other tiers will be doing well. Yes, it was soft and mediums. I was right. Thanks, White Fountain, for pointing that out. Thank you. So we are going to see, I think, a few people diving into the pits now. It's Onyx on the lap. I think he might be, actually. Nope, he is not. He is diving into the pits right now. Now, a few turns to watch out for, actually. Turns 1 and 2, people are asked to drive with caution and give space to others. And there is a short one to turn 1 and 2, so it could lead to a lot of train of cars, and contact could easily happen if they're not careful. So they got to watch out. They got to watch out carefully, and a lot of people will brake a bit earlier, just like places like Austria or stuff like that. So watch for that out very closely tonight, and we'll see. And since it's a 2-stop, if anyone doesn't do more than 2 stops, they'll get disqualified as Onyx goes into the pits. Jay is on a lap, I think. No, he's not. He's going into the pits. How about Rafa? Yes, he's going into the pits as well. But his teammate Rain's on a lap though, so let's follow him out. Now, since he joined midway last season, he is looking for a good start to where he finished last season. He got 1 podium last season in season 12, which was very good for him. I've seen him in other leagues and he's quick, so he can be one to watch out for here. So what lap time is he going to set on the supers? What could it be? A 1:07.261. That puts him into P13. A little bit of a lock-up in turn 1 there. Jim is the only one to not set a lap time right now. And yeah, there's quite a lot of pad users in the top 5. So yeah, I think there's all pad users in the top 5. Wow. That is crazy. I've never seen that, because you would expect someone to go on the wheel, and that's Plexit bottling a little bit on his outlap, but there you go. So let us know your predictions and your thoughts on who you think is going to win this race, who you think is going to get qualifying. Just let us know. So we're starting to get a few predictions already. Does that mean if I'm solo commentating, do I have to choose 2 drivers of the days? That'll probably be the case at this rate. Hopefully that won't be the case, but there we go. So, we've got yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. What could that be? I don't know. Don't know what caused that, but there we go. I'm just trying to see who. I think Plexit is on his lap at the moment, so let's follow him. No, not Josh. No, not Josh. Him. There we go. As he's about to start his out lap, I'm just going to see if I can get him on a hot lap. There we go. So he's going through turn 1. He's going through the centre S's, which a lot of people can get caught out with. And an easy spot to overtake. He gets the DRS flat wide open as he goes through turn 3 or turn 2. Needs to get track of turns. Hitting that right apex. And then we're going up the hill, braking just for the 50-metre board there. You don't really need to brake that much here, because It is a very tight set of corners. A few people slowed down in these sort of corners though. As a few people on their out laps, luckily they moved out the way for Plexit, which is who I'm following right now. As he's going up the hill again, he's going up towards Young Cow. He's going to have the toe of Ollie, his teammate. So that's really going to help him. He's got to find some slipstream sooner or later. So let's see what he can do. What lap time can he set on the Sauber Supers? It is. Can he improve? He improves by 3 tenths. Up to 12. Now looks like Rafa will be the last person to cross the line. Where's Blizzard? He's starting his final lap. How about Jay? Jay's in sector 2. Now Jay's one of our new drivers. He's in 3rd. So that is a good spot for the rookies. It's nice to see the rookies doing very well. So it is good to see there. We got Matt Malloy in the chat, rooting for the Red Bull boys, because obviously he's Red Bull as well. So let's see how Jack does. His Dane Star is retired. I think he's pretty happy with his PL12. So as Jay crosses the line, is he going to have time to set another lap? No, he's not. As Leon retires, Leon will be starting no higher than 9th. Jay crosses the line. He doesn't improve. He stays 3rd. How about Blizzard? Rafa has time for one more lap. He got a win last season. Can he start his season off with a bang? Can he keep this championship fight alive? He's come across the line. Can he get pole? Can he sentiment it? He doesn't improve. He stays there. So it's pretty much all on Rafa, unless June can get a better lap in. But we're going to follow Rafa anyway. Like we said, he was the fastest guy on qualifying night. As Don has just rejoined the session. Luckily, so he'll be starting from the back. But here we go with Rafa now. He's got the fastest time overall on qualifying night. Is he going to get the fastest time now? Let's see. He comes across the line. What time does he set? He doesn't improve. He doesn't. What about June? June goes into the pits. I think that's it then. So your pole man is VSR Blizzard in the Red Bull. So you Red Bull fans will be happy that he's got pole today. And it is predicted. It was predicted in the forums that Blizzard was going to get pole, and they were right. So they got one prediction right, and I had a sneaky suspicion that Blizzard was going to get pole anyway. So we'll have to find out. So we're about to get started on the race then. We're about to get our standings up. Ready to start. Hope you're hyped about the opening race. I've been excited all day, to be honest. So this should be really, really fun. So we're about to get this. There we go. We have got Blizzard on pole, who got pole by 48 thousandths of a second between Rafa. That's close. Wow. Just look at the top 18. Holy moly, separated by 9 tenths per second. That's prestige tier in a nutshell. We got Jay in 3rd, Onyx 4th, June 5th, Samson 6th, Josh 7th, Marquez, Odem's 8th, Lakito 9th, Leon in 10th. We got Poe, Jack, Plexit, Danestar, Ollie Rain, Missionary, Francis, and Don. And I just got through the standings in a nick of time, so that is good news. So I wonder if things are going to turn out better for the race. We'll find out. And we got a dry race today. So for most of the races, I think we've seen in the podium and the pinnacle tier, it was a wet start. So we're not going to get that today. So the top 10 will have to start on the tyres that they've started their fastest lap on. And then the bottom half can start on whichever tyres they want. Now, I'm going to get predictions in right now, because that's what I'll probably get asked to do every other week anyway. I think Blizzard is going to win it. Mainly because he's quick in Brazil, And I haven't seen him at a time where he's not quick in Brazil. So I think he's going to do it. I think Rafa, because he's naturally quite quick as well, and he's got so much good race pace, I think he's going to get P2. And I'm touring between Danestar and Samster for P3. I think I'll have to go for Samster on this one in terms of podiums. So that is my predictions. Let us know your predictions in the chat. Big C said Odems to DNF. Well, I'm not going to say that because I'm not that mean. I hope he does well anyway. So, let's get tyres up. So, don't forget two-stop strategy. Most people will most likely either do super softs or soft super. Well, it does vary really. But usually super softs or super softs are the fastest strategy to go on. That's the advantage of the two-stop strategy. You could go whichever strategy you want, and you could push harder in the opening stint as well, which will make for some very much closer racing that we've seen before. So, as we've seen everyone warming their tyres up as much as possible. And don't forget, if they don't do a two-stopper, they'll get disqualified, like we said. Luckily, everyone in all the tiers has obeyed that rule so far, I believe. So, no one has been disqualified from all the other tiers at the moment for not doing two stops. So they have been following the rules. Hopefully these guys will follow the rules as well. Please, I pray you guys. But I have a sneaky suspicion that there'll be some people that will forget. We'll have to find out. So, we've got 36 laps. We are about to start the opening round of the Prestige tier, the final race of the night. I hope you enjoyed the first 3 tiers today. It was some very close battles from what I was told. So hopefully this one should be good as well, as all the drivers are now going to their grid slots. And looks like I will not have someone in the box with me. Because it is the race and I have seen no sign of anyone. So, but anyway, we're still going to have some great racing anyway. So it should be a fun one. So I hope you're all as hyped as I am. Get your hypeness in the chat, everybody. As we are seeing, I think we've seen the Sauber. No, the Williams of Don about to cross the... go into his grid position. I'm getting my words mixed up today, but here we go. So, we're about to get underway here in Brazil. The 5 lights are about to come on. We've got Blizzard on the left-hand side of your screen. We've got Rafa on the right. 5 red lights. And we are underway here in Brazil. Who's going to get the better start? Looks like it is Blizzard to get the better start. And Rafa almost lost position to Jacotex right behind him as well. They're going side by side already. Looks like most of them have made it clean into turn 1 so far. As we're going 3 wide already into turn 2. And the center S is from the midfield as well. Danestar's gaining position. Look at Josh. Josh is all the way up into 9th right now. Joom has lost position as well. Someone's gone wide. I think that's Josh. He's probably going to get a warning for that, I think. But Onyx is going to try and get the move on. Jayatex right behind as well. Ooh, Josh almost got pushed a little bit there as Onyx. Oh, Onyx has gone a little bit wide. As I think Joom has almost got past him as well. So watch out for him. He's going to take the left-hand side. No ZRS at this point, so all they're going to rely on is slipstream. They're on the softest tyre available. If there was a one-stop, they would all be on the softs. But they're on the supers, so they can get some much closer racing. So Blizzard is already pulling away. 1.2 seconds between him and Rafa. And he's already said the fastest lap, as you can imagine. Let's see what else is going on track. We've got Samster and Josh having a cheeky little battle. Oh, a little bit of a touch again. Into turn 1. The drivers have been told to be careful in turn 1 and 2 tonight, because otherwise there'll be a lot of whatever you say it. So let's see, going through the 100 metre board. Josh tries to cover Samster up, and he does that well. But Sam almost made a little bit of a mistake. We've got Leon and Lakitu right behind him as well. Jack has lost positions as well. Reigns fell down the orders. John has gained 2 positions as well. Let's see what the Toro Rosso of Lakitu can do as well. June is not that far behind Odems as well, so we'll see how that battle develops. But look at that train. Just look at that train and 4P between, like, you know, it's crazy. As Leon, oh my word, that was close from Leon. That was crazy. Lakitu almost covered him. He's also got the Toro Rosso and the Force India. Just look at that. Look at that. This is crazy. Oh, there's someone that's gone wide. That is, oh, I don't know who it is. That might be a Salvo, I think, that's gone wide. I didn't see what happened there. Two Toro Rossos and the Force India fighting a little bit. They've got to be careful because 4 wide into turn 1 is not going to mix. And I think that's what they're trying now. Not they're going 3 wide at this rate. As Lakitu is on the back of Jap now, as he's got Missionary behind as well. He's going to get the toe from that. Jack is defending on the right-hand side. Lakitu goes to the left, and the camera's probably cut less, and Jack's gone a bit wide as well. Lakitu gets the position nailed, done, and dusted. There we go. What a very interesting open of laps coming up so far. June has had a little Winston. He is going to the pit, so he's pitting for his first stop. He's going on to the set of the soft tyres, so he will only have to pit one more time, and then he can go again. So this is great stuff, this. Meanwhile, in P7, we've got Danestar right on the back of Poe, and we've got Josh alongside as well. We've got our first time penalty of the session of June, I believe. So that's where he is. As we got side-by-side action from Danestar. No, don't cut on me, camera. As Danestar's going to try and go and attack, get the dive in. Yes, he does it. He's in 6th. We got the Force India and the Mercedes fighting as well. And we got some battles going on in the background as well. Lakitu and his teammate Missionary are fighting as well with the McLaren of Leon. Oh, the Toro Rosso. He's almost lost a few positions there. He's going to have Jack right behind him as well. So if he's not careful, he's going to lose a ton of time in the pit stops, and he will probably have to pit a few laps earlier than we thought. I didn't actually ask the drivers what laps they're going to pit in, but I don't know. But I will double check. I'll let some of you guys know from your tiers earlier on if you've been watching. Or if you've been racing earlier on as well. If you were racing, let us know how your race has gone. Hopefully your race was good and had a lot of action. So Blizzard still leads 2.1 seconds. He is flying right now. He was the favourite going into this race. But look at Danestar and Josh defending into turn 1. Josh has it again on Danestar. So Josh is having a comeback like no tomorrow at the moment. Now Danestar is going to try and get the switch back on Josh. Let's see what he can do. Not quite. Oh, he almost went a bit wide again. A lot of people are getting caught up here at the moment as well. Turn 4 is one of the main casualties, really, to be honest. Someone's saying they like the 60 FPS. Oh, thank you very much. For those of you that are wondering, I am streaming using my Elgato, so yeah. For those of you that are wondering. And he's finding a little bit more temps this lap, I think. So I think he's going to get the jump pretty soon as well. But meanwhile, up front, J-Tex is 4 temps behind Rafa as well. So I wonder if he's going to get the jump pretty soon as well. But meanwhile, let's watch Poe on the back of Danestar. I'll keep an eye on J-Tex and Rafa in a second. But Poe's going to try and go and do a dive. Is he going to make the move stick? No, Danestar still manages to hold on. Poe's going to have another go in the Senna S's. Plexit has got a time penalty. So that is definitely going to cost him. Some good positions made so far. Let's just see who has gained the most positions so far. Let me have a look. Just so you know. So Odems has gained 3. But Danestar has been a massive gainer with 6. And Missionary is in gain 7. So he's one of our new drivers. Don has gained 2. France has gained 5. The top 4 basically have stayed where they are for the whole race. Meanwhile, let's jump. Oh, we've seen a Renault go. Oh, that's Rafa. That's Rafa in the Renault. He's gone wide towards Young Cow. And he has lost the place to Odems, I think, as well. So what would have been a good race for him, battling with Jaketex and Blizzard. He's now dropped it into 5th. But he's now going to challenge Odems for 4th, though. But what great defence from Odems. He still holds on to that position. Rafa's got to be careful, though. He's got Josh on this miss as well. Samster has dropped position from, what was it? I think it was Ollie. So Ollie's now up into 14th. So this is next level stuff. This is great racing from all of them so far. So if this is going to be like this every week, then, oh God, I am very looking forward to it. Even though I won't be here every week, I'll be here every other week, but there we go. So, Rafa's definitely got some making up to do if he wants to challenge more for position again. He's got to make up some ground. If I was him, probably I would pit like in the next few laps, I think, because then you'll be on softer tyres compared with rivals. But I'm not the strategist. I'm not Jeff, so I wouldn't know what to do in this situation. He's got Marquez right in front of him. And Marquez is going to defend on the line. Rafa's going to take the right-hand side. They're side by side going into turn 1. Who is going to have the edge this time? They're all even Stevens at the moment. Rafa almost has position there. He is looking for another opportunity here. Lakitu has got a time penalty. That's not going to help him one bit. Now going towards turn 4. A little bit of a switch from Rafa there. I think he might have had a little bit of a lag spike there. So hopefully that will be fixed shortly. I think it's all good now. As we're going through the long right-hander coming up here at the moment, and he's staying put at the moment. Meanwhile, the battle for the point, Jack is 1/10 behind Leon at the moment. He has got him chasing at his neck, but we also can see the train of Missionary, Lakitu, and Dane Star as well. So I wonder who's going to come up top there. The two Toro Rossos are pretty much even on paces. There was 10 people in this tier that were fighting for team contracts, whereas the other 10, they were chosen by a teammate. I think the Toro Rossos have got a very strong pairing. They've got both of their cars so far in the top 10. We're seeing people make their first pit stops of the night. We've got Marquez, we have got Josh, we have got Dane Star, everybody. Well, not everybody. Yeah, we got Marquez, Dane Star, Josh, and Jack going into the pit. Everybody else is staying out. Now let me just get the tyres up quickly. They're going on to the soft, so it looks like for them it's going to be a super to soft strategy for them, because I know that the softs are going to last longer than the supers. But it does depend where they are and if they can push go on the supers. It does depend on how much they could manage it, but you never know. And it does depend on what Jeff tells them. So that now pushes Leon into 7th then, and he's going to pit soon as well. And he's got Onyx in 3rd as well. The two Toro Rossos are really fighting head-to-toe to nail at the moment with these two. They're still not moving. I think they're working together quite well, actually, to try and score as many points as possible. And I don't know, J-Tex. He's got 5 seconds to go for speeding the pit lane. We've got Blizzard, we've got Onyx going into the pits now. Let's just look on who's stopped. Let's see if we can follow. Let's follow Marquez, actually, where he goes. He comes across the line. No, actually, actually. Where do these guys come in relation to them? These guys are about to go through turn number 1. Blizzard jumps. And how about Rafa, though? Rafa, oh, that's going to be very tight towards the line between Per and Rafa. So I think Blizzard did a very good pit stop, so did Jay and Onyx, they got the jump. But Poe definitely made that cut work, and he got past Rafa. So, very good strategic move from him. Liam West in the chat is rooting for Team Hats. We're starting to get a few more penalties coming up here. And now we got Odems and Rafa fighting for position now. got Rafa right on the back there on this right-hander. Very tricky to get right, actually. It's a miracle. These are the corners that we usually see. We did see in 2008 is that Glock moment. We did see that in 2008. We're obviously not going to see that this race, because obviously this is the first race of the season. As Jack is setting the fastest lap, Jack is flying. He's gone past, I think he's gone past people who have pitted him at the moment. Let's see where Markin is going through the center S's. Let me just get the DRS activation thing so you can see when they enable the DRS. We've still got Francis, Plexit, Wayne and Don still to pit, and we're on lap 11. So it is very crucial that they get their time, their pit stops right into the T. And usually I think we could see turn 14 get tricky as well, which we have seen a lot already tonight here in the Prestige tier, I must say. Let's see who else we can follow on track, who's having a nice little battle. We have got Jay. Where's Jay? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Jay is... No, he wasn't in the battle because Don is going into the pits. I wonder if Onyx is going to close up to him. No, he can't. He's got Wayne. Jay's got Wayne. He's got DRS though, so is he going to find some time at the moment? I don't think he will. But I think Jay knows that he will have to, but Rain does have to pit next lap for his first stop anyway. So Jay has a little bit more of an advantage compared to Wayne at the moment. So he is going to get track position at this stage. So let's just find out what is going to happen with the rest of this cheeky little battle, as James right on the back of Wayne at the moment actually. I will check the penalties as well towards the end, just so you are aware of what is happening in terms of penalty situations. So here we go, and then Jay is going to fight for one more time. Liz just set the fastest lap. He's gone past Plexit as well. Jay dives around the inside. Camera cut a little bit too early then, but there we go. Jay is up into 4th place. So he is now going to challenge Blizzard as well. So Jay is in a net 2nd, and Onyx is in a net 3rd. So Onyx, he's another new driver to the league, and he's doing a superb job in his debut into the Prestige tier. I have seen him in other leagues. He has done quite well. So I'm not really that surprised that he's doing well in this league as well. Sometimes it's really hard to settle into some leagues sometimes. And oh my god, what have I just done? I just jinxed it, haven't I? If you watch my commentaries in other leagues, you know that I do commentate his curse quite a lot. And that was my first one. Sorry, Onyx, mate. I am super sorry. He can blame me later in the chats and everything. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's his first penalty of the session. And Francis goes into the pits. What about Plexit? He stays out. I'm actually going to check what tyres Plexit was on. He's on the softs, actually. So I think Plexit will pit next lap. So where will Francis end up in terms of his rivals? Oh, we're going to have Danestar and Missionary having a little bit of a cheeky battle, diving down the inside there. Missionary still ahead of Danestar for now. Francis with G ends up behind, looks like he's going to end up behind Leon or Samster at this rate. He's going to go through the center S's. Danestar, he saved that quite a bit there. That was good for him. Francis getting a time penalty there. Missionary is getting some good speed now. Apologies if I say the name wrong. Oh, there was a little bit of contact from Danestar on Missionary. So I wonder how this is going to fare there in terms of that lot. That's going to probably put Jack in contention there. Jack is looking for any of the other guys to make a mistake. We'll have to wait and see. Some of the guys want the 4 seniors to do well. Some of the 4 seniors in some of the tiers earlier on tonight did retire, so there has been no retirement so far this race, so they have been keeping it clean, but it hasn't rained, so as Wayne is going to the pit, so everyone has pitted for their first stop. Oh, that is close. That is close. Missionary, he's right on the front of this train, but look at Lakitu on Jack. Who's going to go side by side first? I'm actually going to get a good view of Danestar Missionary there. It almost looks like they're going 4 wide there. Holy moly, this is crazy right now. As it's all heating up here, we got Danestar and Jack. Jane? What am I saying? Jane? Oh my god. Jack's probably going to get another position towards Yang Kao in a minute. Oh! Jack going off the circuit there. Oh, they're touching! They're touching! They got to try and avoid a little bit of contact. Hopefully we won't see any severe incidents this race. We haven't seen any severe incidents so far. So I doubt it. I absolutely doubt it. But anyway, Lakitu. And we've got Jack here as well. We're going to see what happens here. Jack goes into the pits. But meanwhile, June goes into the pits as well. June's going for his second stop. Oh, that is very tight into turn 1. Danestar getting a penalty there. But look at Leon. Leon's on the back of these lot. He's got Francis Majid and Lakitu. Oh my god, Leon is actually going to try for the middle there. No, he's not. He's also got Samster and Ollie right behind him as well. At the moment, Francis Majid is in the points position. But it does depend on the penalty situation right here. And Jack's got 5 seconds to go. Don't know what happened there. Oh, he crossed the pit lane exit white line. I didn't see there. One of you will challenge that, but I think the stewards will be looking quite quickly into that as well. For those of you that are wondering. This is the Prestige tier. I am solo commentating tonight. At the moment anyway. And we are on lap 17. Nobody has made 2 stops apart from June, who had a little bit of an incident earlier. Oh, Stavster looks like he was going to get the moves on there. Let's watch for the battles up front though. Let's just jump to Poe. There we go. There we go. There's Poe. He's about 5 tenths behind Rafa. So I wonder if he's going to have the edge to time. Oh, we got yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that? Oh, that was, I don't know. I don't know what caused that. That's probably the game telling me there's a yellow flag in sector 2, but it's not giving me any hints at all. So, hey ho. So, we're almost halfway into this race. And I wonder when are the guys going to pit for their final stops. Let us know your calls in the chat. I didn't watch the second half of each of the races because I was busy doing other stuff. So I didn't know when these guys actually pitted for those stops. But look at France and oh, Danestar's he's cut the corner a little bit there. Yeah, I think he had to get the position back, I think. He's got Lakitu right behind him. He's going to struggle otherwise. But he's also going to challenge Danestar as well. Approaching the long uphill. I think I've seen less people bottle it here, to be honest. I wonder if some of these guys have no warnings. If someone in this race has no warnings, that is just crazy right now. So, yeah. Oh, who's that? Who's that? That is... I just saw McLaren just go a bit wide there, but I didn't see who. I didn't see which McLaren. Okay, that was weird. It might have been just me, my eyesight, I think. But anyway, let's see. The Lakitu is right behind Danestar. Almost a bit of touching again going into turn 1. he lost the back end a little bit there. So Lakitu is now having to now have Leon on the back of him as well. So that's a mistake from Lakitu. He's going to try and cover the left-hand side. Leon to the right. Leon stays put at the moment, though. Leon stays 12th. Lakitu stays 11th. But that mistake has definitely cost Lakitu because Leon is right on the back of him at the moment. Well, according to Nick, the softs can last 14 laps on the two-stop strategy. So, in about 3 laps' time for Poe, we will see him making his next pit stop. And then he will go on to another set of softs, most likely. So, thank you for telling me that, Nick, by the way. I think it's Nick in the chat anyway, so. But let's just see what happens as we go towards the start-finish straight. We've got Josh and Odem's fighting as well. We'll watch out for that as well. And we've got Lakitu and Danestar. They've been fighting all race, battling into turn 1. They're doing ever so well. Danestar in the points for now. He's got to find a few more attempts if he wants, a few more seconds if he wants to be clear these lot. But since these guys are so even on pace, then it's probably not going to happen. So he's got Danestar, he's all right on the edge. Oh, that was a little bit of a slide there from Lakitu. But that was a very good move, actually. That was a good save from Lakitu. Now, I need to check something quickly because... Oh, some people said that a soft can last 16 laps. Okay. So, it does depend on how much you can push your tyres, though. Oh, Lakitu's gone wide. He's lost position to Leon now. How about Plexit right behind? That's costed him. Oh, Jay Attack is in the pits. Oh, it's almost touching. Josh got a 3-second time penalty. So, what tyres is Jay going to end up on? Let's see. He's going on the softs. So Jay won't have to pit anymore. That is his final stop. He's fine. What's going to happen with Danestar and Leon then? Just past the centre S's, going towards turn 4. Danestar staying behind Leon at this stage. Jay Atex stays in front of Sam for now. June not having a good race so far. He's down in 18th place. So he has to go on to the sub mediums, and that is going to last until the end of the race. So Plexit is now behind Danestar. I think he's going to see the opportunity to try and capitalise on any mistake, any needed stuff that he's going to do. As we have got Josh in the pits as well. Danestar's going into the pits. Is anyone else down below going to the pits? I don't know. Probably not at this stage. But let's see what's going to happen to Plexit and Leon then. Is Plexit going to try and find... He's in DRS range at the moment. He's going to get the flap open. He's on good ERS at the moment. He's on about 48%. How much is Leon? Leon's on 65. So... Leon has a little bit more ERS to play with at this stage. So then he can get the high ERS mode power that he needs and then push it. The only thing that we could not see is the fuel mixture. To be honest, it would have been nice if we'd seen the fuel mixture because that would have been, you know, that would have been good to understand if they're pushing so hard on their fuel or if they're not pushing so hard on their fuel. So... we'll just have to find out as we've got Leon is still, that was a bit of a side again. We've got Marquette, we've got Oden's, Rafa, Poe in the pits. We're still watching this tense battle, but J-Tex is in 13th. Let's see if this battle gets a bit feisty first before we follow Jay. Oh, this is going to get feisty into turn 1. Looks like Plexit gets position on Leon. Leon's going to challenge again. Where does Odems and Poe end up with Jay? Jay goes ahead of him, as expected. What about Rafa though? Rafa jumped JTech, so Rafa's in 8th at the moment. So Rafa is on the recovery drive. He's got JTech right behind him as well. We still got this train here, and we also got the battle for in even tyres as well. Jay is going to have a little bit more of an advantage due to him warming up his tyres. We've got a yellow flag, and we got our first retirement of the session. It is a Ferrari, like we've seen in the Pinnacles here. The first retirement we've had in the Pinnacle was a Ferrari. We've seen the same in the Prestige tier as well. Things are not looking good for the 2 top tiers for Ferrari at the moment. So they got to make it so. Dane start. I wonder if he can get some points there. As we got Blizzard in the pits now. Let's watch Rafa then. And also Onyx are going to the pits as well. So let's go on board with Rafa as he goes through turn 1. He's been off for 1 lap. He's got the Sora of Onyx. Blizzard stays ahead. He's dominant at the moment, so Blizzard stays ahead. Onyx goes ahead of Rafa. Good stuff from Onyx right there. Onyx, interestingly enough, is going on a set of super softs, and Onyx and Ollie are having a fight. Textbook stuff here. He's going to take the inside. And Onyx gets P7 from Ollie. Only just. Rafa's got Ollie and JTEX as well alongside. Looks like, I think Ollie's going to do all he can to try and defend off JTEX. JTEX getting a little bit wide there. And Jay has got a 3-second time penalty. So, how is that going to affect the rest of the people's races? We'll have to find out as we've got Marcus setting the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. Leon goes into the pits. We haven't really been following much of Blizzard so far this race because Blizzard has pretty much been ever so dominant. So far, he's pretty much been leading since the very start. So that's why we haven't been following much, because he's been doing all the right things in all the right places. He hasn't been in many battles because he didn't need to. But it would have been nice to see a lead battle, but we got a train of cars instead. And I think a lot of battles we're seeing is a little bit more midfield as Odems is going to try and make the move around the inside of Ollie. He does it. Wow, what a good move from Odems. To be honest, it's going to be really tough for me to decide who's going to get the 2 drivers of the day. Oh, we got someone on a bit wide. That's Ollie there. He's dropped position from JTEX. I think he's going to get Poe catching any time soon. I know a few of you are wondering how many stops people have made. Who is on the danger of being disqualified? Let's see. So, Plexi is making a stop, so is Wayne. But Francis needs to make a stop, Lakitu as well, and Ollie. So these are the guys that need to make a stop in the next few laps. So maybe these guys will be going on to a set of the supers if they're still going on for that long. Looks like Ollie will be going to a set of the supers at this rate by the looks of things. I think that would work well for him because he'll be able to push to the end, but will it be too little too late for TTG Ollie? It's good to see, to be honest. It's good to see the rookies who have never raced in OneHub before do really well in this tier so far. The likes of Onyx, he's in P3 right now. He's doing smashingly right now. So, and let me just look at the positions gained at the moment, just so I give you an idea. Onyx has gained 1, Lakitu 4, Marquez 2, Odem should I say, Ollie 6, Missionary 6, and Poe 6. Ollie still yet to pit though. And they're going into the pits right now. So there is Francis, Lakitu, and Ollie as well. So they're going into the pits right now for their final stops. So it looks like everybody has done their 2-slot strategy, so no one will get disqualified. Yay! That's good. That is good. They follow the rules. We won't get any instant disqualifications, which I think is going to put a smile onto the stewards' ears. And Don has retired from the session. Unfortunately, we didn't see what happened to Don, so we couldn't quite catch that at the moment. But J-Tech is still right on the back of Josh at the moment, and Odems as well. Don is not feeling very happy with his performance, so that is where he is right now. For those of you that are watching in the chat, let us know who you think should get your driver of the day. Let us know your thoughts. Like I said, it will be a tough decision, but J-Tech is going to try and get the move up on Josh, but maybe not. And go through the centre S's. Francis makes his way past June very easily there, up into the points at the moment. And Plexit and Danestar, look at them going to turn one. Sensational. Onyx on the supers. So, can Onyx find time to catch up to Blizzard? Now, I will check the penalty status in a minute, do not worry. Because usually if I'm streaming, I get someone else to check the penalties, but I wasn't meant to be streaming tonight, so I was going to be checking penalties anyway. Oh, Dan! Danestar was forced off the circuit. He's down, dropped into 13th. There's Jack then in 14th. And Jack has got Lakitu alongside him as well in the Toro Rosso. In this left-hander coming up here. There is that Glock moment, as we said earlier on as well. And if you're liking this action so far, don't forget to subscribe to OneHubRacing on Twitter and on YouTube as well. Don't forget, we are sponsored by Next Level Racing, who produce so many great equipment. So make sure you do check them out. As Wayne, oh! That is a Force India of Jack, who had a bit of contact in the start of turn 2, I think it was. Or start of turn 1 anyway. And he lost it completely there. Jack was having a very good race there. Oh, and he's bottled it. Oh no, that's a nasty shunt. And he's right in the centre of the track. He's in the way of everybody. If a safety car is not called out of this is weird. This is weird. As Jack has just left the session, he is not happy whatsoever. Meanwhile, Josh and Mark Odems still fighting for 4th place. And we've got Lakitu just made his way past Danestar in right at the back as well. But look at this, Rafa right on the back of Onyx now. Rafa's doing very well to recover back to where he was at the start of this race. I did predict he was going to be on the podium tonight, so. And there's a bit of a slide again from Rafa. Hopefully he keeps the car under control anyway. Hopefully he will anyway. But looks like he's got it under control, so it is all good. So yeah, I am silly identity fraud. Yeah, I am probably the most silliest person in the world. Sorry about that, I meant intention. Sometimes I get words twisted up and that's what happened. Anyway, Onyx has just got a 3-second time penalty. Meanwhile, because there's a few battles going on, but there's also Wayne and the other Renault to make it Danestein's turn 1. Danestar has dropped a few. We got Lakitu getting a time penalty as well. They're running side by side into the centre. We haven't seen much of this since lap 1. Let's see what happens here. Rain goes past Danestar. Leon getting a penalty. Now, let's look at the penalty situation. Okay, so let's go to Onyx. Onyx has got 1, 2 penalties. I think it's probably 3 seconds. Rafa. Rafa's got 2 warnings. And how about Odems? Odems got 1, 2 penalties. So, looks like Rafa is going to be in P2 right now. So, I think basically he can stay behind. He can stay behind Onyx and he can still get P2, which would be good. As long as Rafa doesn't get any penalty. Oh no! Rafa's going to dive around the inside. Yes, he does. I was saying oh no to someone else, don't worry. Apparently Don had the wrong setup. That's why he didn't have a good race. Oh, that's a shame. He put an Abu Dhabi setup instead of a Brazil setup. That's a mistake easy to be made, but that's a bit of a shame. Don, hopefully he'll come back next week as Onyx has found a little bit more pace on those sets of super soft tyres. But they will start to die in the next few laps, so it's going to be pretty much, I think, hit and miss at the moment. Right now. We'll have to wait and see. And we're going to go through turn 1 now. The start, finish straight then. Who's going to get the advantage? Not quite at the moment. Onyx is trying to save his DRS when he needs it right now. And he's just not... He just wants to really get it up to full beans before he can make the move. He just doesn't have the pace at the moment. Rafa just has good straight line speed over Onyx, I think. And that's what's helping him. And I think Rafa is on the tyres at the moment that has much better grip. So, very interesting. Very interesting predicaments. We've got Lakitu and Leon having a balanced turn. Oh, this is close between Lakitu and Leon. I'm getting a rev glitch. No, I don't want to follow that. They're always touching again. I don't want them to force them off the circuit or anything. I hope they don't. Looks like they're alright at this stage though. Yep, they're fine at the moment. As they are both running side by side together. Oh no, again. It's annoying where a few people have a rev glitch. But Lakitu, he's just got a warning light pop up that he needs to pay more attention to his fuel. Let's watch Odems and Josh them through the center S's. Odems is a little more closer this time. He was looking for a dive there. It was his intention. But he couldn't quite do it at the moment. So he's staying right behind Josh at the moment. He's just looking for the perfect opportunity. So watch out for the last remaining few laps of this race just to see how this goes there. A little bit of a slide from Josh there. That's given Odems a little bit more time. We've got 2 more laps to go of this Brazilian Grand Prix. And this has been a crazy race. And it's nice to see battles happening everywhere. At the front, in the middle, and at the back as well. So pretty much everyone has got coverage this race, apart from our race leader. So as Odems gets a jump on Josh very well. But Odems got a penalty. How many penalties on now? He must be on loads at the moment. But here we go. Ho is on the challenge right now. 3 wide going into turn 4. Oh! That is Josh. Oh, he almost touched the Toro Rosso. That was close. So now Josh is down into P8. That will probably be looked at after the race, I think. So let's see what else is happening. Leon and Lakitu fighting again. Going into the tight right-hander. I think Lakitu is always having that slight edge at the moment. Lakitu has gained the position. Doom and Plexit are having a little bit of a argy-bargy at the moment as well. Going through towards Young Cow. And we're on the final lap of this race then. Looks like I've got my race winner correct. Looks like I've got another podium steer correct, but I haven't got who was in P3. So I was 2/3 right. Probably in the wrong order, but there we go. Flex it, and Francis McGee's going to look at to move into turn 1. Can they do it quite? Francis does it, only just though. He's going to have June for company as well. This is the battle for the last few points. Whom is going to do it? June's going to take the middle. Francis and Plex it's still going side by side, but not quite at this stage. But meanwhile, let's jump to our race leader, VSR Blizzard, as he goes across the final corner. It's been a dominant race for the Red Bull driver. He's going to take 25 points to his name, and he wins the opening round of the Prestige tier. He gets his season to a winning start, and he wants to win the driver's title, and he's going to get 25 points for Red Bull. Rafa comes across the line in P2 with Onyx, a really well-deserving P3. Poe and J-Tech in 5th. Let's see if there's any last battles across the line. We've got Plexi and Francis. It's going to be a tight photo finish, I think, between these two. What's it going to be? It's probably going to be due to penalties. Oh, that was... Oh, my God. That was almost a bit of touching, but luckily it was Josh's AI, but that was close. That was close. So, wow. I enjoyed that race. That was fun. That was fun. Shame I didn't have a co-commentator with me tonight, but here we go. Blizzard must be very delighted about that result. He's just a machine. Like every league race he does, he just does it very well. In dry conditions, he's on a pad as well. Rapper's on a pad as well. So we are about to get the standings up, and I'm going to choose the drivers of the day in a second. There we go. Blizzard takes the win. Rafa in P2, Onyx in P3, Poe in P4, Missionary 5th, Jay 6th, Marquez 7th, Josh 8th, Plex in 9th, Leon 10th, Wayne 11th, June 12th, Lakitu, Ollie, Francis, Danestar, Jack, Don and Samster. Now, the first driver of the day has... oh, Blizzard actually got a time penalty there. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. But I think the first driver of the day has got to be Blizzard. He controlled the race. He was able to pull such a big gap from the rest of the field. He was just on a class of his own. He couldn't catch anyone else for company. It was just incredible. So, yeah, he's the first one. And, the second one. Oh, this is a toughie. That is a toughie. Now, Missionary is into P5. He started 17th and he finished P5. And he got into very good bouts. And he didn't get a penalty as well. And it was nice to see him up there battling up for him. So I would have to give my second driver of the day to Missionary. So, because he started from a good position, well, a poor position, and he moves up into P5. So the poll will be between Blizzard and Missionary. So, yeah. I hope I'm allowed to do that because, yeah, otherwise it will just be, if I have to choose one, I don't know. But, yeah, if I had to choose one, it will probably be Blizzard. That would be my, if I was co-commentating with someone, it would be Blizzard. But I had to pick two, so that was Blizzard and Missionary. So, that is it then for the Prestige tier. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really wasn't expecting to stream tonight. I really wasn't expecting to commentate by myself tonight. But, you know what? I am feeling absolutely exhausted. Because I've commentated twice tonight. But there we go. It was fun anyway. And I'm literally so excited about what is going to happen in the next few races. Now, I need to double check where we are at next week. I will check quickly. I will check the forums. But hopefully Soup will be back next week. Now, me and Evil Dragon do alternate every week, so I won't be in the commentary box next week. It'll be Evil Dragon taking my spot next week, so he will be getting to experience what commentating the Prestige tier is like. It is his first time commentating on OneHubRacing next week, so give him some love in the chat next week because he deserves it. And he'll have Jack alongside as well. So I just need to check. Unless someone in the chat can tell me what track it is, I'll just check really quickly. It's United States. Or United States. That is going to be tough. United States does have a lot of penalties. So, yeah. Just watch out, guys. And thank you so much for watching. I've been JessGames95. And you won't see me next week. But for OneHubRacing, you will see the Prestige tier next week at 9:30 PM on the OneHub channel. And that is the last race of the night. Have a good rest of your evening, guys. Safe travels and good night.